Jump in the water with them and float. Hold their hand and float with them. That's the best place to start. What point will I know when she can take on some responsibility? To me, it feels like an imbalance and unfair that she has no responsibility and I do pretty much everything for her. Yeah, I understand that. Sometimes I feel that way too. And then I remember that my child has a disability and they're a child. I can't expect my disabled child to take on more responsibility because it feels unfair for me. Like the feeling of lack of fairness is not congruent with their disability. That can be really hard when we're parents because we've also been conditioned to think that children are untrustworthy. We've been conditioned to think that our children are trying to put one over us. And they might be, but I think if a child is trying to put one over us, there's a reason behind that. What are they trying to get out of and why? If they're trying to get out of doing chores, there might be a really good reason for that. I think sometimes it's important for us to remember that our children are often younger versions of ourselves in many ways, and we are the generation of people who are identified disabled later in life. We are the generations of people who are late identified autistic. We went our whole lives not knowing we were autistic because the world told us we were lazy, we were selfish, we were trying to avoid doing things because we don't care about other people and we're self-centered. And none of it was true. None of it was true. Not for me anyway. I try and remember that when I think about my own children. When I think about the fact that we're still approaching parenting in the same way that we always have, from a space of behaviorism, and it completely dismisses disability. I think about myself at the same age as my children, and I was not in a good place. Again, both experiences are real and true and they don't cancel each other out. It is very hard to be a disabled parent and take on responsibility for our children. And that is parenting too. And it is very hard. And I absolutely hear you.